Hello everybody. You guys are looking good. I wish I'm also graduate from Indian Institute of Mass Comm, but we never got these hats. We never got a chance to fly those hats. So I envy you. You are looking good. It's always a pleasure to speak to young minds. I say young minds not because of your age. I say young minds because the minds which are ready to explore the world, the minds which are still not conditioned and have not become part of the system to service the system. The minds which want to explore, innovate, invent, discover. It's always pleasure to talk to them because mostly we meet minds which have decided what is right and what is wrong. While I was coming here, my nephew was chatting with me and his problem was he's also graduating in Delhi in Mass Comm. He wants to make short films, but his parents want him to do something more concrete, and his father definitely is sad because he has not been able to become a doctor. That's the problem with our country. Our parents want us to do something else. Once you graduate from here, you will realize that whatever you will try to do, and I talk from my experiences, whatever you will try to do, somebody or the other is going to tell you that this is not right for you. You would want to do feature films, they'll tell you, no, it's very difficult, do something else. If you want to do TV, they say, no, feature films are good. And this is why I think it's very, very critical in this age for you to understand who you are. You are creative people. You are going to create something. You are going to influence minds. Whatever you do, you write because you become a journalist, you go in advertising. That 1 4-word, 5-word headline is going to influence so many minds. So I'm not going to scare you saying that you have great responsibility on your shoulders. But I'm going to say you have a great opportunity on you. Because you are one of those, you are not going to become an engineer. You are not going to become a doctor. You are going to be in the field of communication. I'm sure everybody here is from field of communication. You're going to talk with people. You're going to influence them. And which is why it's very important for you to experiment with your lives. What parents say, what society says, Buddha, when he came from a family of kings, his father was king, his father's father was king, his father was king. He wasn't Buddha, he was Gautam, he was Siddhartha. He left his home, he went to explore, to invent. His father was very upset. When he came back, his father said, you are a king's son, you are a prince. How can you go and what Buddha did? He gave a philosophy, he gave us that eightfold path which influenced the humanity in such a big way. Today Buddhism is one of the fastest growing religions, and not that it's one of the most peaceful religions also. Which is why I say it's very important for you to experiment, to travel, to talk to people. Don't get conditioned. Nobody tells you. What we do is, when we talk about success, the problem is this world has got divided into success and failure. And we have said success is something so big, so huge, so unattainable, so unachievable, that you will find most of the people are so scared to even attempt to be successful. It's not such a big thing. Success is a very simple thing. It's what you want to do, how effectively you do it, that is success. And success lies in smaller things, it doesn't lie in big things. I am a filmmaker, I know in this industry it's a very cruel industry. Everybody looks at you, okay, are you successful? Are you a hit director? You are a flop director. If you get stuck in that, A, you'll waste your life. You'll never be able to enjoy anything. So I found one thing. The shot which I am taking, the dialogue which your actor is speaking, is that, are you enjoying it? Is this what you were set to do? Is this what you wanted to do? So therefore don't get caught in this strategy of the world, because see, what in this world 7.5 billion people live. In very rare you will find in any college that teach you how to live life. There was a research I was reading, it says the most viewed subject on internet is love. You ask anybody in this world, they'll say the most important thing is love. No institute teaches you that. How to love, how to live. Because these are the things which you learn as you go in this world and you experiment with yourself. Which is why don't get caught in this trap. There is nothing such as success and failure. Success is how happy you are, how good you feel. And that video which you guys showed to me, I think it's more successful than anything else, because when I watched it, I really smiled. And for me to catch these moments, these images, I think, how many people get to communicate with people? How many people get to influence minds? So we are one of those lucky people. We have decided to be in this field. I am sure that most of you will pursue this field. You won't let it go waste. So first thing is experiment as much, explore. Imagine we wouldn't have had so many continents if people had not explored. So that's one thing. Second thing is, since times have changed, films are not made the way they are made. Very soon people are going to stop going to theaters. Very soon people will stop, already it's in the process, very soon people will stop buying newspapers and magazines. Books will be consumed. There's an app which has come, it's one of the fastest growing app. All the books, all these self-help books and management books and media books and how to direct, how to write and all those things, all those books, somebody has concised them and you can read them in 15 minutes flat. This is how it's going to be. From 140 character tweets, you are going to move very soon to 30, 40. The communication is going to be so fleeting and so fast. The pace of communication, I think one thing which all of you will have to learn is the importance of time. Because in such a fleeting world where people don't even remember what's going to happen after 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something which sounds and looks like the greatest news of the world, after half an hour people don't even care about it. And information which you think your life depends on that suddenly becomes stale. And we are now moving towards artificial intelligence. You know what is artificial intelligence? You have any idea about it? Okay, artificial intelligence, you are sitting on a sofa, okay, and you are not sitting on your sofa. You are sitting on your sofa and it catches fire. The first thing you do is you run out, open the door and you call emergency or fire brigade number. Immediately that sofa sends this signal to a cloud, which sends it to all the sofas in the world, of that make or whatever, all the world, and they learn this behavior. So next time when there is a fire anywhere, the sofa immediately sends a message to cloud. Cloud sends a message to the door opens on its own, and they call sofa calls fire brigade, and the fire brigade comes in. That is artificial intelligence. Now imagine in a situation like this. In 80s when I was studying, and in 90s when I started my advertising career, a film with 36 prints, 36 photos inside it, 36 negatives inside it, was such a beautiful thing. We thought this is like what technology. When I started making films, we used to shoot on a camera where we used to put the negative and it used to go grrr like that, it used to make sound. And then you would print it, and it was great technology. The cinematographer, the DOPs won't let you see through the camera. Nobody knew, even the directors didn't know how the printing is done, how all this is done. Now today, that company is shut. Today you have the power, you've got an iPhone, you've got whatever phone you have got, and you are making those pictures. So 20 years ago, nobody had thought that a day will come when then people are going to die because of taking selfies. Who thought about that? So this world is changing very fast. It's going to change faster than you can even imagine. What the idea which you think today in the morning, take it from me in writing, will become stale by the time it's evening. So therefore timing is very important. You'll have to understand and how do you understand timing? When you interact a lot, when you travel a lot, when you read a lot, you understand what's current, what's going on. And the second thing is, which I think is very critical for anybody who's in communications business, and I'm talking especially from self-experience. I never went to any film school. I never assisted anybody, is interaction. Not interaction with WhatsApp group, but the real physical interaction. You have to travel, you have to see different topographies, you have to actually live with different villages, different cities, understand different cultures, and there can't be any country better than India to understand that. And there is one request I would like to make: if you ever want to tell stories, try to tell Indian stories, because we are so rich in Indian stories. From Kashmir to Kanyakumari, if you see, if you want to get into politics, there is so much of politics, there is so much of culture, there are so many stories, so many conflicts. Anjum is a specialist in that, he will tell you. There is so much of conflict going on in this country, there are stories in every house, in every city, in every lane. Try to discover them, we need that. I'll tell you why we need that. Which is, if you want to travel to any country, if you want to go to Italy, or if you want to go to Czechoslovakia, or if you want to Poland, and you don't know about their culture, if you don't know much about that country, you pick up 5 successful films or 5 important contemporary films of that country. At least you will get to know about how they eat, what's their architecture, how they look, what kind of clothes they wear, what are their family relationships. But if somebody has to pick up our 5 films, he'll learn more about London and New York than he'll learn about India. And that's a sad commentary. And people who are making Indian stories, generally those films have problems, barring 1 or 2 films. Therefore, I think it's very important, whether you're in journalism, or you are in advertising, or in filmmaking, it's critical that you understand India and you tell Indian stories, Indian concerns and Indian problems. So I wish you guys all the best. Have a nice career, enjoy, and never fail to innovate. Thank you.